Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is stepping outside their office, pulling out a cigarette, and telling themselves this is absolutely the last one. They have been saying that for years. Turns out, this habit of reaching for something to smoke goes back a little further than you might think, like 12,000 years further. Yes, 12,000 years ago, your ancestors were already doing this. And here is the wild part. Nobody taught them. Nobody advertised to them. They just figured it out on their own. And once they did, they never stopped. Let us go back to 12,000 years ago. A group of hunter-gatherers are moving through what is now the Utah Desert in North America. They have just arrived in this region. Everything here is new to them. The animals are different. The plants are different. And one day, someone crouches near a wild tobacco plant, picks up the leaves, maybe out of curiosity, maybe out of hunger, and puts them in their mouth. Something happens. A strange feeling. A buzzing in the head. A tingling in the body. Suddenly, the pain in their legs from walking all day feels a little less sharp. The anxiety of surviving in an unknown landscape feels a little less heavy. And this person thinks, what is this plant, and where can I find more of it? Archaeologists discovered charred tobacco seeds at this exact site, now called the Wishbone site in Utah's Great Salt Lake Desert. These seeds, found in an ancient fireplace hearth, are dated to approximately 12,300 years ago. This is the oldest direct evidence of humans using tobacco anywhere in the world, 9,000 years older than what scientists previously thought. But here's something even more interesting. At 12,000 years ago, pipes had not been invented yet, so ancient humans were not smoking tobacco the way we picture it today. Researchers believe they were chewing it, sucking on the leaves, or burning it and inhaling the smoke directly from the fire. Whatever they were doing, it worked well enough that they kept doing it for thousands of years. Now fast forward about 9,000 years. Ancient humans in Central Asia have discovered something else entirely. Cannabis, and not just any cannabis, high-potency cannabis, intentionally selected for its psychoactive properties. In a cemetery on the Pamir Plateau in what is now western China, archaeologists found wooden braziers, small burners, containing residue of burned cannabis with extremely high THC levels. These were used during burial ceremonies 2,500 years ago, burned to help the living mourn the dead and to send the departed to whatever came next. So ancient humans were not just discovering these plants, they were using them deliberately, ceremonially, spiritually. They were selecting the most potent versions. They were building entire rituals around the smoke. This was not careless experimentation. This was a sophisticated relationship between humans and plants that had been developing for thousands of years. But the real question is why? Why did ancient humans need this so badly? And the answer, when you think about their daily life, actually makes complete sense. Imagine waking up every single day not knowing if you will find food, not knowing if a predator is nearby, watching people in your group die from injuries or illnesses you cannot treat, living with constant physical pain and no medicine, no therapy, no way to process any of it. Then you discover a plant that quiets the noise in your head for a few hours, that softens the fear, that makes sitting around the fire with your group feel warmer and more connected. You would keep that plant close too. Smoking and tobacco use eventually spread across entire continents. Different cultures independently discovered different plants with similar effects. The pattern was always the same: discover, use, ritualize, share. Ancient humans were not just surviving, they were actively looking for ways to make survival bearable, and occasionally they found exactly what they were looking for in the most unexpected places, like a wild plant growing near a desert campfire 12,000 years ago.